Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and today we are going retail arbitrage sourcing for Amazon FBA. It is now January and we are high on Q4, right? It's officially over. However, January is pretty much a Q4 bonus month where everything still sells. Historically for me, my January is always just as well as my December and November, so definitely if you have the inventory and your shelves on Amazon are stocked, you can expect some pretty good numbers for January. So today we're gonna head out and see just what is there to source in January. I'm gonna take you with me to Ollies Bargain Outlet. Now Ollies is pretty much took over almost everywhere there was a Toys R Us, so if there was a Toys R Us in your area, but obviously it's no longer there, check and see if it's now on Ollies. I've heard so many times people are like, there's no Ollies by me, only to find out there is one. So I have a rental car this morning because Damien is headed out to our land here in Oklahoma with the truck. I need a new sourcing car anyways, so this is kind of interesting to try out a different car. Anyways, let's head over to Ollies and see what there is. Okay, so first off, I can just tell you that January is still a great month to source. I did really good in there. So first up when you walk in is obviously books. There are so many books here. I often kind of pass by them because when I do scan them, it takes forever. They don't really make any money. Books are an odd category because they tend to, like, I don't know if it's they weigh more or it's just Amazon's like original bread and butter, and so the fees are always higher on books. Also, Amazon's usually selling them all, so when the fee higher, Amazon's selling, and then they don't make as much. Like it can be a $20 retail book and you can get it for $5, but the fee eats up all that extra money, and so now you're not making the $5 minimum. Anyways, but so Becky, from if you're in any of my groups, you know Becky, she told me about a book, so I decided to go ahead and scan some books. I didn't find the one she shared with me, but look at these ones that I did find. So if you don't mind Amazon selling, here's a good one that I found. Here's one that I found, but I'm not going to share. And then here's a couple other ones. With books, you can go really high, the rank. You can go up to 1 million. Obviously, I wouldn't go like super heavy the higher the rank gets, but books do sell. There's so many books that you can go up to 1 million in rank. Also, I think whoever had sold these books, like whoever sold them to Ollies, when they were marking them out, they Sharpied the corners of all of them. So there's a lot of books here at Ollies. This is unfortunate on these high ticket ones that they did that, so you would just have to sell them used like new, and then of course you can say like this is pretty much new, just there's this mark on it. But yeah, they're all shrink wrapped too, so that was cool. Here are some grocery and personal items that I found at Ollies. I am blurring out the ones that I shared in the BOLO groups, of course, so don't get mad at me, but they're in the BOLO groups. There's a lot of bundle options at Ollies in both health and grocery. So this is an example of coffee. You just have to bundle it as a 3-pack. Doesn't quite make 50% ROI, so I couldn't share in the BOLO group, so I decided to share it here for you. Health foods are also big this time of year. You just want to make sure that the expiration dates are far enough out, so it needs to be 120 days out. You got to check expiration dates on pet food, on health and beauty, on grocery, baby food, anything that has an expiration date. If it does not have an expiration date and Amazon asks for one when you're sending it to Amazon, I just make one up a year out because listen, I'm not the manufacturer. I didn't make the product. I'm not going to place an expiration date on the product. However, because Amazon's asking for it, I just tell them it's a year out. You can do the work and look up the lot number and all that if you want to, but that's just what I do. And here is your reminder to ask for approval. Always ask for approval. Now, if you see something like this, that means you were not approved and you would need an invoice, but sometimes you just get the congratulations, you're auto approved. So always ask, it never hurts. Sometimes you get approved. I got auto approved in quite a bit in there, but I just shared this one just so you know, this is what it means if you're not approved. So you should definitely sign up for Ollie's shopping program if you're not already, because you get 10% off coupons all the time. So not only do they take your tax exempt, but you will use these 10% off coupons, so you don't have to pay tax and you get 10% off, which is awesome. When you spend a lot like I do, the coupons pile up. I literally had like, I want to say 10 that expired because they expired on the 3rd of January and it is the 4th. However, I did have one left, so that was awesome because I needed it today. But now that I spent so much money there, it's gonna send me a bunch more in a week or two. So you want to stockpile those coupons as much as you can. They also have other discounts and programs, like every once in a while you'll get a 15% off coupon. But anyways, definitely be a member. Because I was talking about that, why I started bringing that up was because I noticed that in the flyers and their emails, they had a 35% off toy sale. So all these tables were empty. There was no toys to be had. I mean, that's not true. They did have one table of toys and then they had the regular aisles of toys that they always have, but there was not a lot of toys there today. But that's okay because literally everything else sells. There was a lot of stuff in there. Let me continue on. So this yarn, you gotta scan everything, and I mean everything, and it's long and it's tedious, especially when you're new and you're seeing restricted on everything, or you're like, there can't possibly be anything that makes profit. Here is some yarn. Now the rank is kind of high in home, but in home it's not a bad rank that high. So it's here at Ollie's. There's a few others. I just scanned some of them just to show you that there is literally stuff everywhere. I've sold yarn from Tuesday Morning. I've sold yarn from Ocean State Job Lot when I was on the East Coast. There's yarn almost all the different stores, so scan it. You can probably find some bundles too, like at Walmart, but anyways, definitely don't sleep on crafts and yarn. While I was scanning in the kitchen area, I scanned these wine glasses, and I thought it was a great opportunity just to show you that this is what it looks like when it's sold out. But when it's sold out, I tend to go to Keepa. So I went over to Keepa and scanned it. And there in the historical offers, at the end, you just filter to the historical offers. You can see what it was selling for. Now it's still tricky because you don't necessarily know the fees, but you can see this was selling for up to $30. Of course, when things are sold out like this, you can go as high as you want to. I mean, sometimes Amazon price cap stuff, but these kind of wine glasses, it's a pretty well-known brand. I'm sure you can go pretty high on it. In fact, if you look on Keepa, you can see what it was going for. So you can feel comfortable that you can go that high. Keepa is essential. It is a paid app to get all the best perks of it, but it's only, I think, 19 euros, which is like $22 US dollars a month. And honestly, if you're gonna sell on Amazon, you have to have it. Obviously you can sell without it, but it tells you so much information to make wise decisions that you really need Keepa. Okay, so I mentioned pet food earlier. Here's a pet food item that I quickly found. It doesn't make obviously $5 profit, but there's so much pet food out there that does make a profit. If you need help ungating in the Topical grocery ungating group, there is a distributor in there where you can get ungated in pet food. I don't think it's a must-have, but if you already need to get ungated and you're placing an order, you might as well add some pet food to that order and get ungated in that category. I rounded out my trip to Ollie's with the health and personal area, like the real aisles. The beginning was just, what's out on display. And just your reminder to scan toothpaste. Toothpaste is my every year-round staple. It changes what flavors and brands I'm selling, what 2-packs, 3-packs, whatever, but I'm always selling toothpaste and I'm always scanning it. You guys, some of them sell for so much money, it's kind of crazy. It must be a real good flavor. So you definitely want to scan everything, even Suave, which you would probably normally think like that's the cheap brand, right? But apparently on Amazon, it's worth a lot of money. So here's a Suave example of what I found. So altogether, I got a lot of categories. I got the Topical, grocery, health and personal care. I got books, I got clothing. Did you know they have clothing here also? So definitely scan all the clothing, especially name brand package stuff. You want to scan those. Also some home and kitchen products. And you guys, one of the products that I found, I showed in the beginning, blurred out, just that one that I found could profit over $1,000, and I got so many other things. So there's definitely stuff out there in January. Don't think there isn't, especially now stores are starting to get all of their new stuff. So get out there and scan. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you back here again for another Amazon selling video.